Assalamu alaikum.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So we'll start off our class today. I'll go on to our daily dua. If SC could please call a student to the mic.
Assalamu alaikum. G1 766.
G1 766. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. If you could please start off with ours.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. And the translation?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Well done. And if you could please read what's in the blue box as well.
Why we recite the wudu before reciting Quran? Allah tells us in chapter 16 verse 99, and then thou recites Quran and seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Well done, mashallah. Next, moving on to Tasmiyah. Could you please read the Arabic and then the translation, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful.
Well done. And lastly, what's in the blue box?
Reciting Bismillah before every deed invokes the blessing of Allah upon the deed. It is sunnah to recite it before every good deed.
Well done. So we'll move on to Wednesday's prayer, as it is Wednesday. So start off with our prayer. I'll read it and then you can follow. رب علمني ما هو خير عندك
رب علمني خير عندك.
Okay, well done, good try. I'll read this once for everyone. رب علمني ما هو خير عندك. And if you could please finish off with a translation.
O my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
Well done. So this prayer is from Tazkirah. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, the promised Messiah, and Mahdi alayhi salam had many dreams, visions, and revelations. These are collected together in Tazkirah. The above dua can be found in Tazkirah. So Jazakumullah G1 766 for reading the prayer for us today.
I have a question.
Now we'll move on. Okay, so as we have only 1 hour in our class, I would like you to email us, where you can email us to ask any questions, or you can send your question in the group chat and I will inshallah answer it for you.
Okay.
Jazakumullah. So we'll move on to our class etiquettes. As a reminder, make sure you have come with your correct ID, as it is essential that we know you're here and we can mark down your attendance. Make sure you have parental supervision. Make sure your mum or your dad is sitting next to you, as it's an online class and we can't see you as everyone's videos are off. It's essential that you have your mum or dad next to you. Next, sit in a quiet place so we can easily hear you if you are called to the mic. And wear a head covering. For Nasirat, wear a dupatta or a scarf. And for Atfal, wear a topi or a cap. Please make sure you're wearing clean clothes. This should be like you going to the mosque or if you're going to school. when we go to school or if we go to the mosque, we are wearing clean clothes. It should be the same over here. And lastly, make sure you have done ablution or wuzu. As we are reading the Holy Quran, make sure you have done your ablution and wuzu. Now I have a quiz announcement to do. So the announcement, so for our upcoming quiz in class, so the Taqwa G1 Term 9, we have been given these reminders on the 13th and 14th, and the reminder is the last reminder for 15th. So for the quiz, we have 4 main things you need to remember. So when is the quiz happening? It's class 36, Thursday. So it's the 16th of November, meaning it's tomorrow at 6 p.m, where it's on the G1 Zoom class as normal. You sign in as normal, you join the class at 6 p.m. Remember, you can prepare the questions, as the questions are available on the Google Drive, also provided where you can find the answers. Why we are doing this quiz? So G1 is all about learning in a fun and positive way. So we do this so everyone can learn in a fun and positive way. So moving on to my next slide. So the G1 online syllabus quiz. So for students to prepare, so if you want to prepare for the quiz, that's going to be happening on class 36, meaning tomorrow's class. You can find all the syllabus on the Google Drive. So these are the questions that will be coming up. I'll quickly show you. So we can see over here, 1 to 6, questions 1 to 6 are over here. We can see that the first question is, what do you do when reading soft elongation? This can be found in Talimul-Quran, pages 144. So all the answers are from the book, Talimul-Quran. You can see at the bottom in the green box, it reads that in the places indicated by the red writing in brackets, that's where you can find all the answers. And the next slide shows us the last 12 questions that we will be doing in the quiz tomorrow. So make sure everyone attends the quiz, which is on Thursday, meaning it's tomorrow at 6 p.m. You join as normal to this Zoom meeting, and you'll be able to find the quiz. And remember, it's essential that everyone attends, as it's a fun way to learn, and it's also it's very informative. So now we'll move on to our class. So for the schedule for today is, as it's class 35 and it's Wednesday, we're just going to be revising on what we did in class 33 and 34. So we'll just go over exercises 19.1 and 19.2. All the material is from Talimul-Quran, lesson 19, pages 81. The practice text is exercise 19.1 and 19.2. So we'll just move on with our class and we'll start off our lesson. So we are doing extended elongations, as you did on class Wednesday, as you did for Tuesday and Monday. So I'll scroll down. We can see over here, we did exercise 19.1 on Monday, and on Tuesday, you covered on exercise 19.2. So I'll go over the rule of extended elongation. As we can see over here, we have been previously mentioned the consonant letters and prolong when they follow letters of prolongation for about 2 seconds. Sometimes the sound is stretched further according to the rules. At this stage, it is important to know that there are 2 broad categories of extended elongation. So we need to keep in mind that extended elongation isn't just one thing, there are 2 broad categories. Number 1 is al-madd as-saghir. This is medium elongation, which you did on Monday, exercise 19.1. And number 2 is al-madd al-kabir, which is extra long elongation, which we did on Tuesday, exercise 19.2. Both types of extended elongations are recognized by similar signs. Please note the slight difference in it, in the signs in the practice text. So I'll just quickly scroll down and show you the difference. We can see in medium long stretch, which is al-mad al-saghir. We can see on the ya, there is a sign which shows us that over here, we will be prolonging this for 3 to 5 seconds. So I believe the teacher covered this as well. So I'm just going to quickly go over in a small recap. And al-mad al-kabir, we can see if I scroll down, we can see in the lam, we have our al-mad al-kabir, which is our extra long stretch. So just keep that in mind whilst reading. The duration of extended prolongation for type 1 is about 3 to 5 seconds or counts. And for type 2, meaning al-mad al-kabir, it will be 4 to 6 seconds or counts approximately, subject to mode of recitation. So al-mad al-saghir, we need to remember it's done for 3 to 5 seconds. And al-mad al-kabir, the extra long stretch, is done for 4 to 6 seconds. So remember these two broad categories of extended elongation whilst reading the text today. So now, if first you could please call a student to the mic so they can practice with me.
Assalamu alaikum, G1775. G1775.
G1775. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I believe someone's mic is open. G1775, is this you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you today? Good, alhamdulillah. So we'll start off with this example. We can see over here, we first have alif with a fatha. Then we have lam mushaddad as it carries the tashdid. Then we can see there's ta with a kasra. And then we can see in red, the color of the font is red, meaning this is a medium long stretch. So just keep that in mind whilst reading, as it's prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. So if you want to have a go at reading this example for me, please. I'm sorry, I'm unable to hear you at the moment. If you could come closer. We can see over here, we have.
Yeah, go do it.
Okay, so I'm unable to. Well done. Well done, good job. So I'll read this once and then you can follow after me. التي أنعمت Well done, good job. So we know we have a medium long stretch. Is mad al-saghir, al-mad al-saghir. So we need to prolong this for how many seconds? Do you know?
3 to 5.
Well done, really good job, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. If we could please have another student.
G1793.
G1793. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. Could you please have a go at the second example over here? Just keep in mind that we have a medium long stretch. So this is prolonged for how many seconds? Do you know?
3 to 5 seconds.
Well done. So just keep that in mind whilst reading this example. Go ahead.
Okay. Bima unzila
Well done, mashallah. And then the next one for me, please.
سارعوا إلى
Well done. So just keep in mind, we can see over here first we have alif madhiya, as there is a fatha on the before letter of alif. So this is prolonged for 2 seconds. And then we have a vertical fatha. How long is this prolonged? Do you know how long
2 seconds.
this one is
2
prolonged?
seconds.
Yes, well done. So this is prolonged for 2 seconds. So just keep in mind the first letter of alif madhiya and then the last one. These should be prolonged for the exact same amount of 2 seconds. Otherwise, you've done a really good job, mashallah. And then could you please finish off this row with this last example for me, please?
So, أرجبي أحدا.
Okay, well done, good try. So over here, the first letter is ghain. We can see there is a ghain with
Yes.
a fatha. Then we can
Yes.
see have ya with a sukoon, meaning
Yeah.
we are joining these together, but we're doing a rule of ya leen. So
Yeah.
whilst doing this, we make I'll read this once for you, and then you can follow.
Okay.
غيبه أحدا.
غيبه أحدا.
Well done, mashallah. So I can see very well that you have prolonged this for 3 to 5 seconds, which is very, very good, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic, G1793. Now, if we could please have another student.
Yes.
Allah Hafiz. Let's see if we
G1716.
could please have another student.
G1716.
G1, G1716. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. G1716. Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
Good.
Good, alhamdulillah. We'll start off with the second row. So we can see over here we have the medium long stretch known as al-madd as-saghir. So if you could please have a go at this example for me, please. G1716. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Okay, if we could please have another student to the mic.
Yeah.
G1716, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you please have a go at this example over here for me in the second row? I think maybe G1716 might be having a mic.
I'm
I
not
can hear you.
sure.
Okay, no worries. I can read it for you and then you can follow. Is that fine with you? Okay, I'm gonna start. So we can see over here in the second column, we can see for the second row. I'll read this. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. So just remember that we prolong this for 3 to 5 seconds. Go ahead. G1716.
Yes.
Go, have a go at reading this for me, please.
I forgot.
No worries. I'll read this once for you, and then you can listen to us as well whilst we're doing the next examples as well. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Well done. Really good job. Just remember, we have our medium long stretch known as al-Madd al-Saghir. We can see over here, I'll quickly highlight it. Al-Madd al-Saghir is prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. So just keep that in mind whilst reading. Otherwise, very well job. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic and doing a really good job, mashallah. If you could please have another student on the mic.
G1 704.
G1 704. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. If you could please have an example, have a go at this example.
التي أنعمت.
Well done, mashallah. I can see that you kept in mind that we have a medium long stretch in this example. Do you know how long we prolong this example for?
3 to 6 seconds. No, wait.
So it's prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. You're very close. So just keep in mind that approximately the Madd al-Saghir is prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds, and al-Madd al-Kabir is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds. Otherwise, you did a really good job in reading it. Could you have a go at this example as well?
يره أحد.
Well done. And then lastly, this one as well for me.
إلى أهله.
Well done,
أهله.
mashallah. Well done, mashallah. Really good job. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. If we could please have another student.
G1 713. G1
G1 713. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
Good. How are you? Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. If you could please have a go at the third row, first example. From here, just keep in mind we have a medium long stretch. Do you know how long we prolong this medium long stretch for?
3 to 5 seconds.
Well done. So please, can you have a go at reading this?
Ya bani Adama.
Well done, mashallah. Very good job. Just keep in mind we have a medium long stretch. I'll read this once for you and then you can have a go as well. Ya bani Adamu. Okay, well done. If you could please have a go.
Ya bani Adama.
Well done. And then the next one as well for me.
Yud'a ila.
Well done. Really good job. And then the next one as well.
Ya yuhallazi
Okay, well done. Good try. So just we can see over here we have our medium long stretch of al-mad as-saghir. Then we have an alif with a fatha which joins to the ya mushaddad. So I'll read this for you and then you can have a go as well. يا أيها الذي
يا أيها الذي.
Well done. And then lastly, could you please finish off this line with this example for me?
ما أدرك
Okay, well done. There's no ta in this example. We can just see that this is kaf. So this is kaf with a fatha. So if you could please have a go reading this once more for me.
ما أدرك.
Well done. Really good job, G1713. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic.
Sakala.
Jazakallah. If we could please have another student.
G1774.
G1774. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
Good.
Good, alhamdulillah. If you could please have a go at row 4 for the first example.
ما لا أحب.
Well done, good try. You can see over here there is an alif that carries a medium long stretch. So there is no lam in this example. So I'll read this once for you and then you can have a go. ما أصحاب.
ما أصحاب.
Well done. Just keep a difference between your 2-second elongation and your 3 to 5-second elongation. And could you next have a go at this example?
فلا أقسم.
Well done. And then this one as well for me.
أبعثيات.
Well done, good try. So I'll read this once for you and then you could have a go as well. عبده آيات.
عبده آيات.
Well done. And then lastly, this one as well for me.
فله أجر.
Okay, well done. Just first of all, we just need to remember alif is carrying a fatha, so we do not need to prolong this. And the first letter is a waw with a fatha. I'll read this and then you can have a go as well. وَلَهُ أَجْرٌ. Would you please have a go for me?
فله.
G1774.
Yeah.
Please have a go.
فله أجر.
Well done, good job. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic G1774. You did a really good job, mashallah. If we could please have another student on the mic.
G1721.
G1721. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. G1721. G1721. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. Could you please have a go at the last row for the first example?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اعلموا أن
Okay, well done. Good job. Just over here, remember, as we have alif with kasra, we are joining it to the ayn. Just keeping in mind that we're just going to make a flexible noise and keeping difference from the hamza sakin noise.
Okay.
Just remember, in class, we read thousand tasmiyah at the start of the class whilst doing prayer, and then we can save time when we just read it without our thousand tasmiyah, even though it is a good habit to read thousand tasmiyah. Otherwise, you're doing a really good job, mashallah. I'll read this example once for you, and then you can have a go.
Okay.
اعلموا أن
اعلموا أن
Well done, really good job. Just keep in mind your joining of juz to the ayn. You can practice this at home as well.
Okay.
And then could you have a go at the next example? Just keeping in mind we have a medium long stretch.
الذي أخرج
Well done. Can you just tell me how long do we prolong our al-madd as-saghir?
4 seconds or 6 count. No, 6 a second, I mean.
Okay, good try. So just keep in mind the al-madd as-saghir is prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds, and al-madd al-kabir is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds.
Okay.
This one will be prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind whilst reading. Otherwise, you've done a really good job today. And then, could you have a go at this example?
Yeah. ما أصاب
Well done. Just keep in mind your medium long stretch as it's prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. So I'll read this once for you, and then you can have a go as well.
Okay.
ما أفض.
ما أصاب
Well done, mashallah. And then lastly, could you please finish off this exercise with our last example? G1 721. I will
Yes.
hear you. Your voice is breaking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakumullah, very well done.
Allah
I
Hafiz.
believe you read it very well. Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Just remember G1 721 that for our medium long stretch it's al-madd as-saghir. So it's prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds as it says above. Al-madd as-saghir should be prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. And al-madd al-kabir, we need to keep a difference of, as these are two broad categories. And this is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds. So just keep that in mind whilst reading. Otherwise, you've done a really good job, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Now we'll move on to our next participant.
G1 778.
G1 778. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, good. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. So now we're going to be moving on to exercise 19.2, which is extra long stretch. So just keep in mind for this one, we have al-madd al-kabir, which just prolong for 4 to 6 seconds. So this one should have a broad difference from our al-maddu saghir that we have been practicing above. So G1778, if you want to please have a go at the first example.
Can I read after you?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
So over here, we can see, as we know, our surah, our second surah in the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, starts off with this verse of for Surah Al-Baqarah. So for that, we have a different rule whilst reading this. But over here, prolonging these for 4 to 6 seconds. Mama. Alif Lam Mim. Okay, so whilst reading this, just keeping your mics closed whilst we're reading. We need to read this as this is in Surah Al-Baqarah. I think G1778, your mic is closed. As I was saying before, we will be reading this as, if you want me to read first, and then I can read behind you, after you. Okay, so this is read. Alif Lam Mim.
Alif Lam Mim.
Well done, mashallah. Just whilst we join the lam to the meme, we need to hold on the lam sound. So we can see, whilst we join it, the meme, we can see there's mushaddad on the meme. We need to join this properly whilst making the sound of meme strongly. So I'll read this once for you. Alif Lam Mim.
Alif Lam Mim.
Well done, really good job. Now next we have Hamim.
Hamim.
Well done. Just keep in mind our extra long stretch is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds. And then next, do you want to have a go?
Yes, please. Tuzar hunna.
Okay, well done. Just keep in mind as we have an extra long stretch, this is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds.
Okay. Tuzar
Well done.
hunna.
Well done. Well done. Do you remember, as I was reading before for the first example, we need to join these, we can see there's dot with the fatha. We need to join this strongly to the raw mushaddad whilst elongating it. So I'll read this once for you, and then you can have a go as well. Tudahunna.
Tuzarruhunna.
Well done. And then the next example.
Jannun.
Well done. I'll read this once for you. Jannun.
Jannun.
Well done, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. If we could please have another student.
G1 795. G1 795.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, so we're moving on to our next row. If you want to have a go at this example, just keep in mind that we have an extra long stretch of 4 to 6 seconds. And as I said before, well done, good try. So this is a reminder to all. If we have a mushaddat, and we have the extra long stretch of al-maddul kabir, which is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds, then we need to join the letter of al-maddul kabir with the letter to the tashdeed with strongly. As we have read of the rule of tashdeed, we need to remember as we join it, we do read the sign on top as well, which is of. And as another rule, we can see that there is lamul jalala. So the lam over here, I'll just highlight it. We need to read this thick. So just keep that in mind whilst reading. I'll read this once for you, G1795, and then you can follow.
Your voice is miss. Your voice is cutting.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read this again for you. Allahu.
Allahu.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
Okay, well done. You've read it well. I was able to hear you. We'll move on to the next example. If
Can
you
I
want to
read?
have a go. Yes, sure.
Wasafati.
Well done, mashallah. And then the next one, please.
Al-Haqqatu.
Well done. So we can see over here, the ha is prolonged for 4 to 6 seconds. So whilst we join it to the tasdeed, we need to join it strongly. So I'll read this once for you. Al-Haqqatu.
Al-Haqqatu.
Well done. And then the next one.
Yuwaduna.
Well done, mashallah. And then lastly, if you could please finish off with the last example.
Yuwaduna.
Well done. We need to see, as we have waw with fatha, we have alif as well. So it is the rule of alif madya. But as we have madul kabir, we will be prolonging it for 4 to 6 seconds. So I'll read this once for you. Yuwaduna.
Yuwaduna.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic G1795. I believe we have G1796 as well, if they are free. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. If you could please have a go at the first example. Just keeping in mind we have our extra long stretch of al-maddul kabir, meaning we prolong for 46 seconds whilst joining it to the mushaddad. So just keep that in mind whilst reading. Otherwise, have a go.
Haja.
Well done. So I'll read this once for you. Haja.
Haja.
Well done. And then could you have a go at the next example?
Hafina.
Well done, mashallah. So I can see that you prolonged it for 46 seconds. Just whilst joining it to the tasdeed, just keep that in mind whilst joining it. So this is read Hafina.
Hafina.
Well done. And then could you have a go at the next example as well for me?
Tasama.
Well done.
Ma.
So we can see that the ta, it only has a vertical fatha. So vertical fatha is prolonged for 2 seconds. And then our extra long stretch is prolonged for 46 seconds. So the first one, the ta, is prolonged for only 2 seconds. If you want to have a go again for me.
Tasama.
Well done, mashallah. And then lastly, could you finish us off with this example?
Taha ya sa.
Okay, so well done. The first letter is Kaf. If you want to have a go again. Whilst pronouncing.
Ha ya sa.
Okay, so as I said before, for the first example, as it comes in Surah Al-Baqarah, for the first for the second ayat, as we read it, over here, it is, I'll read this for you as I'll show you. Kaf ha ya ayn sad. So we will be saying the whole letter. So if we read it without any stroke, we read it, but we're just prolongating it for 4 to 6 seconds. Do you want to have a go for me, please?
Okay. Ka kaf ha ya ayn sad.
Well done, mashallah. Really good job. So jazakumullah, both of you, for coming to the mic.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. So we'll end off our lesson over here as we're short on time now. But everyone has done a very well job today. So we haven't been able to do all the extra long stretch, but you can cover that as homework. So for homework, practice some words you haven't practiced yet. So by this, we mean the extra long stretch. We can see over here we have a lot to do still. So you can do that at home. You can practice this as your homework. So now we'll finish off our class with our daily dua. If Esti could please call our student to the mic.
G1742.
G1742. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullah. How are you today?
I'm good, mashallah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. If you could please read the tawaz and then tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Well done. Can you please read the translation as well? First ours.
Okay. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Well done. And then we'll end off our class with our prayer. So for prayer, I'll read this and then you can follow. Allahumma
Allahumma
arhamni bil-Qur'anil azim.
Allahumma arhamni bil-Qur'anil azim.
وَاجْعَلْهُ لِي إِمَامًا وَنُورًا وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً
وَاجْعَلْهُ لِي إِمَامًا وَنُورًا وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً. O
And the
Allah, have
translation.
mercy on me through the Quran the Great, and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Well done, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Jazakumullah for everyone who attended the class and participated. So we will end off our class here. Just keep in mind that we will be having our quiz tomorrow on the G1 Zoom class, signing in as normal. You can prepare from the Google Drive from the link as it has the questions and answers. And just remember, this is all for fun and having and learning in a positive way. So Jazakumullah for coming to the class, and we'll end off over here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.